Another Fortnite season draws to an end, and you know what that means. I've once again unlocked the level 100 skin, crossover number 8923 Spider-Gwen in one day. Not even 4.5 hours. If you like these kinds of videos, I've now done one for every season in Chapter 3, so go check those out if you haven't. And of course, these are inspired from Luke TheNotable's one day series. Without any further waiting, here's game 1. I started out as per usual buying the Battle Pass and Level Up Pack, obviously with code Zeywerks. Come on, this is routine by now. I planned out a couple quests to do for the first 2 games, so I landed at the pirate ship. After that, I took the long and arduous journey to the blimp in order to complete some challenges. Like here, I had to dance for 5 seconds. It only gets harder from here. I was running like clockwork in this match, collecting and using items super fast in order to get challenges done. I found an octane, so I flew around and did some tricks, but my sweet 720s weren't enough to seal me the victory. Game 2, I landed in Chrome Jam Junction. Man, these names are getting out there. Here, I finished up that dancing challenge, and I had to buy an item from the underwriter. I found a bounty in the stairway and deleted them before getting blasted up into the air, which oddly completed a grappler quest. Hey, I'm not complaining. Nevertheless, I was getting a bunch of challenges done, and while escaping from the storm, I ran into another player and shot him in the face. It was a bad storm this game. It was all the way in the desert. Still, I tried and got third party, leaving me at level 17. I was in the orange biome game 3, trying to complete some soccer quests and running around with chickens. I returned one to its pen before immediately putting it down. I saw the crazed look in its eye. It was up to something. But that's about all I did, because I was soon out-sniped in Reality Falls. I took a break from the main set of challenges to unwind and do the Rocket League quests. Really weirdly, there was no sound in this map, other than these sound effects. I absolutely dominated in Rocketeer Ruins, winning easily, and also committed several accounts of severe vehicular manslaughter in Snipers vs Octanes. After I was done with the Octane quest, I was left at level 24. Game 4, I landed at a soccer field, and was attacked off spawn, but managed to escape through a rift. I flew down to Chonkers Speedway, where Game 5, I landed at the same soccer field, and had to escape again. This time, Game 6, I landed at the same soccer field again, but this time I actually made it out fine. I drove my truck into a chrome tornado for a quest, before flying over to a second soccer field. I grabbed a chicken and headed over to the Herald, and got it to attack, which I'm kinda surprised worked. I will say, the Herald and her ability to summon wolves really helped with a lot of damage or animal-based challenges. I made my way to Rocky Reels before I was gunned down while picking fruits. Game 7, I went into Team Rumble to grind out a few things. I started up the Herald's Sanctum before getting over to the Reality Tree. I had to bounce on a mushroom while chromed and gain shields at the tree, so that's a 2 for 1. I went on a long journey with a chicken over to a launcher. I knew these streets weren't safe for a small chicken, so I did what all good parents do and left him on a rooftop. I actually think I ended up seeing him later, but I may or may not have shot him. I was able to unlock the Herald herself in this game. I even found time to dance outside of the Bao Bros bunker before getting booed on by a banana. It wasn't long before I resorted back to vehicular manslaughter, always a classic. After such a climactic game, I ended it at level 43. Game 8, I went to do some out-of-the-way challenges at Cloudy Condos. Using all the mobility, I went all over the map doing various challenges, from the desert to the grass to the orange grass, and finally got started on the Paradise quest. In seconds after finishing the first step, I was gunned down in my prime. Game 9, I just forgot to record it. It wouldn't be a Luke TheNotable style video without at least one instance of that. I still got the other style for the Herald and ended at level 47. Game 10, I was trying to get a challenge where you land at Tilted and place top 10. This was not that game, and spoilers, it would take me way too long to get that done. Game 11, I went back to Tilted. This time I knew to leave as soon as I could, so instead I just started going after level up tokens. While at Loot Lake, I got into an altercation with another player. He was relentless, chasing me all over and barely giving me a second to breathe. In total, the level up pack gives you 28 levels, and it's cheaper than the battle bundle, so that's why I choose that over the bundle. But after all my token collecting, I was pounced on and absolutely obliterated. Game 12 was basically me wasting time. I landed west of Shiny Sounds and flew my way over to the restaurant and fumbled really hard. I did get in a Firefly jar, which I needed. The final name for Game 13 is this stupid fucking game.mp4. So as you might expect, it didn't end well. Trying to make up for the last round, I went back to Shiny Sounds, but was contested off spawn. I got a few hits in, but decided to run. Just then he turned around and sniped me. Then Donkey laughed. Game 14 was just fine. I had to talk to Agent Jones before starting a hunt for more level up tokens. One annoying thing about the Paradise quest this season is that they're separated into different games, so you can't get multiple done in a single round. You have to wait until you're on the bus for the next game to receive more orders. My life was taken at Herald Sanctum, gone too soon. Game 15 was a big mood changer. I landed at Tilted, but knew to get out of there fast. I danced at a cursed banana toy as I went for more paradise quests and level up tokens. I got into some trouble at Herald's sanctum, but was able to take her out. I risked going deep into the storm to finish a challenge, but made it out, and gracefully descended onto a pig. I killed this guy on the zipline. I'm not sure why he didn't get out of the way of my bullets. Right after that, another player ran at me and I thought it was over, but was able to glide out into safety. I climbed the highest mountain nearby and got the guy who was camping up there. Later on, I third-party sniped this poor dude and got it down to a 3-man standoff. I didn't want to get involved with the fight, so I flew over to a lone spot to try and poke at them. I sprayed one down with my mythic chrome rifle, and then sniped the final player to get the victory royale. The last guy was my bounty too, which finished up a challenge where you kill a bounty with a sniper. After all the dust settled, I found myself all the way at level 76. Game 16 was total whiplash after that win. It was another super short game. I'm not sure what it is with me dying off spawn at Shiny Sounds, but it happened yet again. I landed at this random house in game 17. I climbed up into the roof to annihilate this guy. I was pretty close to finishing the Paradise quest at this point, so it was my main priority. It just so happened that the challenge equipped this radar to my back, which, funny enough, I had the same skin and the same radar back in the Doctor Strange in One Day video. After I was done with them for the game, I kept going for the level up tokens. Then I had to go do something, so I left it on auto run, which ended up with me stuck on a fence. Once I got back, I grabbed the last token from that set and withered away in the storm. Game 18, I finally had a good drop into Shiny Sound. This whole time I needed to open chrome chests there but kept dying. All I had to do for Paradise was survive 4 storm circles. After finishing a shieldfish quest, I was running pretty low on challenges, so I tried to get as many as I could done in the circle. I rode a zipline and shot some targets before challenging an octane while on a boar, and winning. Like I said, I was running out of challenges, so I sat on top of a mountain with a boar sniping people to try and get 2 different challenges done, which I did, you know, for getting sniped. I did a second team rumble match for game 19. I was able to survive through the storm and finish collecting the last of the level up tokens. I only had 3 more weekly quests left, which were all super easy to complete in that team rumble game. After having finished all of the weekly quests and gotten the level up tokens, I was level 96, but still had the last Paradise challenge. So, in game 20, I dropped in to talk to Bush Ranger, which pushed me to level 97. I planted his seed at Grim Gables, finishing the Paradise questline, which pushed me to level 98. I had now done every challenge available to me, so naturally I decided I'd buy my way to level 100. No, not the way you're thinking. Not with V-Bucks. I emptied every vending machine on the map of its ammo, which completed a bunch of stages for my Punchcards. I soared through level 99, and before I even realized it, I was level 100. I didn't even realize I had made it until a minute after, but as you can see, I was very excited. But there you go, proving that you can once again get level 100 in one day. Like I said, this time it only took me about 4 hours and 30 minutes. So it was definitely a lot easier than the other seasons. Since Chapter 3's ending, I've now done this for a full chapter, and I hope to do it in the future. Anyways, if you liked the video, make sure to like it and subscribe, and, maybe use code Zeywerks, #ad. See ya.